think we're live. Looks like we're live.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Another live stream. We're enjoying doing these, aren't we?
It's kind of fun. Kind of liking it.
Charles is in the room.
What's up, Charles?
Thanks for all the help with the channel, Charles. Appreciate you helping us out. Keeping Facebook updated for us and, yeah, helping us promote the channel, man. It's been awesome. Alright, here we go. Hi from Puerto Rico. I'm gonna grab some water real fast. Do we have some water in here? Sorry, guys.
I don't think so. I think B took it them all.
My bad. Sorry.
I know, I can use a little water too.
I know. We just got into San Francisco. We it was about a 2-hour drive, right? Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Mike drove us, so thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
And finally made it up to the city. It's pretty windy out here too. So the guy was saying when we checked in, he was like, "Where are you guys playing tomorrow?" And we told him we're playing at Olympic. He was like, "What time?" We're like 8:30. He was like, "You're not gonna be able to see anything out there. The fog's gonna be so thick." He's like, "Most people don't play out there until the afternoon." So.
Oh really? Who said that?
The bellman.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think he missed it. We were parking the car. So,
that's alright. Pasatiempo was awesome today. We loved
Yeah.
it. What a fun course that is. If you guys get a chance to play that course, definitely recommend it. You know, it was 6,500 yards, par 70. The greens were fabulous. They were just like Augusta National greens, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Some of the undulation on these greens was so tricky. I mean, if you missed it in the wrong spot, it was just... It would, some of the greens sloped so much that you would barely hit a putt and it would roll out 30 feet. I mean, if you were in the wrong spot, it was fun though. It was like...
That course would never get old. You could put pins in different spots and you could play it 100 times and it would all be different.
And guys, we have a little bit of music on in the background. Let us know if it's too loud or if it's interfering with what we're saying, so we can turn it down. Alright, let's jump into some questions. What's up, what's up? My brother's in the room. What's up, Les?
What up, Les?
Will we do any course vlogs in Texas? Hopefully. I mean, we'd love to get out to Texas and play some courses out there. I think there's a lot of good ones, so...
Yeah, I love Texas.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great courses, for sure.
What's up, Matt? From Virginia. Thanks for joining us tonight. Let's get right to it and talk Tiger Woods. Did you hear the announcement that he said that he was like really wants to get back into playing professionally and is committing himself and all this? I just read a short blurb, but hey, you know, I mean, Tiger's great for the game, regardless of his past and what's happened. I think he still draws in the big crowds, and I think if he's on the golf course playing, there's just going to be more people that come out for it. So if it helps grow the game, I'd love to see him back out there.
Yeah, I definitely feel the same. You know, Tiger is pretty much the biggest ambassador to golf since Arnold Palmer, and he really kind of revolutionized the game when I was in the 90s, or playing golf in the 90s. It was definitely a huge influence, and I felt like all the courses got super busy over like that decade, and everybody wanted to go out and play golf. He made golf cool.
Yeah, he made it so exciting. I remember I was in high school when he was playing and dominating in 2000, 2001, and man, it was just he just made it fun. I think it got a lot of younger people into it also, which is huge for the game. So
yeah.
How would you decide on the mallet versus blade putter?
For me, I have a mallet stroke. I never had a pure like outside to inside, swinging the putter blade style. I had more of a push stroke. I was left-hand low for a really long time, and then obviously I just went to claw about 1.5 years ago. And for me, mallet, if you're a straight pusher, and I think if you swing the club with toe open to closed, then you go blade. But I don't have that pure of a stroke, so I like to push it.
Little pop stroke.
Yeah, kind of a push pop stroke. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and another thing with putting, I mean, we've never done a putter fitting, but some of the things that we heard when we were at the Kingdom about how they do it and seeing some of the videos of people that have gone through it, it's definitely something I really want to do because even though a putter might look, you might think it fits you well, it might actually be hurting your stroke, just the way that you take it back and through. So I think if you have a chance to do a putter fitting, I definitely recommend it. Marco, what's the best part of Mike's game? And same question for you, vice versa. I think the best part of Mike's game is his short game. I mean, the guy gets up and down from all kinds of places, and I know a lot of people that can hit the ball far and that have good iron play, but he scrambles, and we're not hitting more than 60%, 70% of greens on a good day, so you have to get up and down to shoot well.
For Marco, I think he's just scrappy. He ends up in terrible spots all the time, but he's his short game's awesome too. I gotta say, those different chip shots that he hits around the green, those bunker shots that he can nip so perfect that I can't do. I wish I had. I think his chipping, his putting's been on and off the last couple of rounds, but I feel like he's kind of doing some different putter changes, so it's going to take a little bit of time and patience, so chipping for him too.
So another question, are we planning to go to Europe anytime soon? I'm going to Europe in August, but that's more of a personal family kind of trip, just to visit my dad out there, and I haven't seen him in a while, so I'm going out there for that, but there's not going to be any golf out there. It's going to be a pretty short trip, so. But other than that, I mean, we'd love to make it across the pond and go to the UK and play some of the courses out there, and hopefully, link up with Peter Finch and Rick Shields and all those guys. So I think that's something that we've been thinking about. Haven't really planned anything out yet, but definitely something we want to do, right?
Sounds like a fun trip.
Right.
We're definitely down for some golf courses over there. I think a few of the UK people, they think that we're going to get tore up in those tough condition courses, but we've got some tough condition courses out in Southern Cal too. I know that sounds crazy, but the winds can whip up to 25 to 35. Oak Quarry was a course like that. Palm Desert, some of the courses where Marco's from, has some strong winds too. So
even up here, I mean, the last few courses that we played, we had wind and cold weather. I know it's probably not as cold as it gets out there, but it was in the 50s with 20-mile-an-hour winds, 25, and it's we like the tough conditions. Anyone can play well in nice 70-degree weather with no wind, and but we like to grind it out. As you guys know, I mean, we kind of talked about it, but that's what makes it fun. When you shoot well and it's tough conditions, then it makes it even more rewarding, I think.
Yeah.
How do we find new girls to play with? The people that we play with are actually people that we know. It's not like they're not random people. It's either people I've gone through the program with Mike or friends of friends. So
yeah, as far as Paris goes, she's been a kid that went through my program about 8 years ago, and her family and I are still close, and we always stay in contact. And Paris is one of my all-time favorites, so definitely love playing golf with her. She's such a good kid, real mature for her age, and a really good golfer, so I think she's going to try and pursue it after college, and wish her the best, and hopefully she makes it.
Will we ever see a pro golfer with visible tattoos, like a sleeve or anything like that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually it'll come, and that's fine,
Yeah.
I'm okay with tattoos, and even though I don't have any, but yeah, I think that'll bring a little more youth to the game too. So I think Ricky got a tattoo on the inside of his arm of the Olympic rings. So that was cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I don't see why the PGA would. I mean, I could see why they might look down on that or anything like that, but I think times are changing, and golf tends to be one of those sports that takes a little bit longer, but we'll see it for sure. How was our round today? Have we met any famous golfers? Round today was awesome. It was Pasatiempo was one of those courses that I like Mike said earlier. I mean, we could just play it over and over, and it just wouldn't get old. I mean, some of the shots off the fairway. First of all, it's going uphill. It says like 375 on the card, and you're like, okay, this is a pretty easy hole, right? You hit a dead straight tee shot into the wind, but you're not thinking that it's that hard, right? You get up there, you got 200 yards left. You went into the fairway, goes up and it goes down 8 or 9 feet into like almost like a bunker or
like a swale of
yeah,
grass.
Yeah, and it's literally like
12 feet deep.
12 feet deep, about 8 feet wide, and you're in this hole basically. You cannot see the pin, and if you're on the upslope or downslope, you're screwed. So most of the time the ball rolls down in the middle, but it's just stuff that we're not used to seeing. So, I mean, it was such a well-designed course, and I can't wait for you guys to see this video. One of the pros there, he spent some time with us and talked on camera about the golf course. There's a lot of history there. So I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. And yeah, the rounds were pretty good. I mean, there were some birdies and stuff out there, but there was also some pretty bad holes because, there was 5 par 3s out there, and one of them was like 240 yards, 235 yards.
I hit 3-wood.
Yeah, me too. Surrounded by bunkers, and the greens were rolling.
Yeah, hole number 18 was awesome.
Yeah.
I hit my tee shot in a bunker and in the wrong spot, which was long. Nobody told me don't miss long. I ended up hitting, I'm not going to spoil it, but a couple chip shots to get it back on the green.
Yeah. And some of the slopes on these greens, I mean, they literally looks like that. I mean, you just barely touch the ball, and
yeah, if you miss in the wrong spot,
you guys are going to love it.
Sometimes double, so.
Who will be world number 1 by end of the year? I think DJ will. I think he'll stay there.
Yeah, I like DJ. His game's awesome.
Yeah.
He's got a good finesse game. He's got good putting, and he drives the ball a mile. So, definitely going with him.
Yeah. David Toms has been one of the best pieces of advice given. Thank you. Very welcome, man. I'm glad that that's helping out. I mean, Mike taught me that one, and I tried to David Toms it today a couple times, and it was fun.
Yeah, Marco played great today. Definitely played really well.
How's it been seeing your channel grow so much?
Oh, gosh, overwhelming. Just getting all the engagement from everybody has really encouraged us to get out there and try and play more, make it a huge priority for us, and, you guys are making it happen, and, this channel means the world to us, and I think we're going to do everything we can to, make you guys happy and travel and play good golf courses and, upgrade our equipment. We're doing all the little things right. I think Spanish Bay, not Spanish Bay, Spyglass and Pasatiempo filming was the best so far. So we got the zoom in, zoom out lens, and we're getting more familiar with the gimbal and the zoom in, zoom out. So our finesse game with that is definitely improving.
Yeah, it was a pretty big equipment change to go from what we had before. The camera that was on the gimbal was a lot lighter, so now we're kind of getting used to everything and the battery life and all that stuff that we kind of talked about before. But we love what we're doing right now, and this channel, the growth that we've seen over the last 4 months it's been more than what we anticipated. I mean, we thought it was going to be good and people were going to like it, but we had no idea that the people that we've collaborated with, like Peter Finch and some of the other guys, we didn't think that they would be as open to doing it. So big thanks to them for helping us out and helping us get to this point. So we definitely want to spread the love and kind of keep growing this golf community online. So thank you guys all, obviously, for being part of that too.
And a big congratulations to Peter Finch on hitting 100K. I know it's going to happen in the next, I'm going to say 24 hours or so. So congrats. Good job, Pete. You're a legend, buddy.
Cables or free weights for strength training?
I like cables and free weights. I don't like to do bar weights or anything like that. It's hard on the wrists and shoulders. So cables are great. Resistance training is great. I think that's by far the best for golf.
Yeah, I like to just use my body weight. I got quite a bit of it, so a lot to push around. I don't even need weights.
Yeah, body weight's great. Just like Marco says, plank position, push-ups. We do all that during practice and just having fun and gambling for 2 minutes of plank or 20 push-ups or maybe both or maybe a down and back on number 9. So yeah, we play a lot of fun games during practice.
Sam just shot a 39 in his high school match to win by 2.
Nice, good job, Sam. What
Yeah.
high school and where from?
What's a good course in San Diego for a weekend golfer? There's quite a few actually. Just kind of depends on budget. I mean, obviously Torrey's a great spot to go to. In the afternoon, you can get some of the twilight rates out there. We love Rancho Bernardo Inn, obviously a little bit biased, but
Yeah, it's a great resort course also. You know, it just happens to be really close to us. So, and that's our home golf course for Del Norte, and we love it. It's been great. You know, it's pretty. It's got good food. You know, it's everything that you want for a golf course. It's tough and challenging too.
And another fun one, it's a little bit out of the way, but Mount Woodson, absolutely love that golf course. It's kind of like Pasatiempo in a way in terms of like it's short and it's just a thinking man's golf course. Like you can't go out there and overpower it. I mean, you're just gonna put up some big numbers. There's out of bounds everywhere. So, and the greens are usually in really good shape too. It's just a little bit of a drive, you know, kind of outside of downtown. It's like 30 minutes, but
It's worth
good
it.
value. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew wants a shout out, so Andrew, thanks for being a loyal fan of the channel. We love you too, man, and thanks for commenting and liking all the videos. Hello from Thailand. Matt, are you serious? I don't even know what time it is over there, but it's probably super late, so
Yeah.
thanks for joining us, dude.
Welcome.
Mike, are you playing Callaway still?
Yes, I am playing Callaways. They still feel good, you know. My game is not that great right now, and I just switched to those clubs. It doesn't seem like it's the club's fault. It's more my fault. It's fitted right. The clubs are perfect for me. I'm just, you know, not hitting the normal iron shots that I'm used to. I've had some back problems recently, so I haven't talked much about it, but the last 3-4 months with all the driving I do, and my back's been pretty sore recently, and just kind of recovering, trying to use my legs a little bit more, and it's just not working. I'm not really vibing with my swing, but definitely grinding out there.
So Andrew asks, what kind of driver am I using? I'm using the new M2 driver, 10.5 degree. And I have the Speeder stiff flex shaft. I think it's a 70-gram shaft, and I absolutely love that driver. It's the new setup. I've been hitting it about 15 yards further than my last one, and I've been right up there with this guy. Actually, I drove him a couple times. So
You sure did.
yeah, so it feels good. I'm you know, I got some distance out of it, and the miss has still just been to the left for me. So that's kind of the biggest thing with the driver. Like if you have a two-way miss with it, it's really hard to go out there and play well. But if I know that the miss is just going to be on one side, then I can make that adjustment. And with this driver, been able to do that, which has been nice.
Yeah.
And Mike's playing it too. He's just got a 9.5.
10
Oh no, yours is 10.5. Mine's 9.5.
10.5, Fujikura, 73 grams, stiff shaft, awesome. Dwayne set me up over at the Kingdom. Did a great job with me, tweaked it so that, you know, it fits perfect for my swing, and, you know, when I'm swinging right, it goes straight, which is good.
What advice do you have for beginners who have friends that shoot in singles, like single digit handicap? Someone as a beginner playing with someone that's like far more advanced.
You know, for me, I've always been a real visual learner, so for, you know, my type of learning, I think watching really helped me. Good players help me develop my golf game. So I look at what they do really well, and I try and mimic it, and then, you know, try and incorporate with my swing and what I've got going on and my bad, you know, habits and everything else. So if his takeaway is something that you really like, boom, copy his takeaway. If you like his downswing at impact, you know, where his hands are in front of the club face at, you know, at impact, then, you know, stick with that. You know, whatever you can take away from that would be good. So, yeah, copy it.
If you could take one Tour Pro's game, who would it be? Gosh, take any one of them.
I'd love to have Dustin Johnson's game. I think
Yeah.
everybody would. It'd bomb it, and, you know, great wedges. So
Yeah.
and really good
This game
putting.
looks fun. Yeah, imagine having a wedge into like
The guy hits it like
80% of the
330,
greens.
you know, on average. So, you know, that's just a whole nother world.
Favorite sport besides golf?
Wrestling for me.
For me, it's soccer. I love watching soccer. I used to play when I was younger, and yeah, I still really get into it and am passionate about it. How do you stop slicing a driver? 3 out of 5 of my drives will slice hard right.
You know, my advice is it's just like ping pong. If you're, cutting across the ball, if you're right-handed and the spin goes to the right, with ping pong, if you want to put top spin on it, you got to rotate that right hand over if you're right-handed, and then it, goes the other way and turns like that. So, yeah, just rotate through, try and get your hips through, get your hands through, and just keep your head still.
I still have that problem, so I can't really.
Don't let him kid you. He hits it good.
Next time you're in Chicago, have you thought about driving to Wisconsin and playing Sand Valley? Have you heard of?
You've never heard of Sand Valley?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that course either.
I think Aaron Hills and that other famous U.S. Open that Dustin Johnson 3-putted on.
He said, Andrew said it's supposed to be the next Bandon. So.
I don't know. I don't think I could travel that far for that type of course, just one golf course. I would need like 3 or 4 or 5 in that area that I would want to go play.
Are we still using the Futuro 6M putter?
Yes.
Yep.
Still am. Love it.
Yeah, those putters been great. We actually did, so yesterday we were still out in Pebble. We had dinner out there, and it was like 9 o'clock at night, maybe 9:30 when we finished everything up, and we were getting ready to head out, and there were still some lights on by the green, and Mike's like, let's go get our putters and play for some bucks. His brother didn't want to do it, but
yeah, he was fighting us the whole way, but he ended up winning it. We went into a playoff and he got me. So
we couldn't even see half the holes. Of course, we were picking holes that were like 100, 120 feet, far away. It was
in
fun.
The dark.
But those putters have been great. I mean, I love those things.
Yeah, putting pretty good too.
Tiger Woods or Jack Nicklaus? Jack, all the way.
Yeah, Jack all the way. Guy's the best. 18 championships. I think he had like 36 runner-ups or something, or maybe 19 runner-ups. But yeah, that guy's the man. Tiger's awesome too. He's number 2.
Any chance you guys try to squeeze around in at Harding Park while you're in SF? God, I would love to play Harding.
I would love to play Harding too. That was one that we were debating on.
Yeah.
It was either that or Olympic, and we chose Olympic just because my brother and Justin have played it a few times, and they just, they highly recommend it. And if we can get on the par 3 course and go do that, I feel like that's going to be awesome. And someone's going to make a hole-in-one, is what Marco said. So
yeah, that would be a fun way to finish out this whole epic trip. Little hole-in-one on that par 3. That'd be icing on the cake. So someone said, how about Crossfield, Mark Crossfield? Some of you guys might be familiar with him. He has a YouTube channel. He's been doing it forever. We reached out to him, but never heard anything back. And it's just from some of the chatter that we've heard, it seems like he's kind of doing his own thing and not really collaborating with other people. And I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just what we've heard. And he hasn't gotten back to us. So we'd love to do a collaboration with Mark if he's open to it. So yeah, hit us up if you're watching,
come on,
Mark.
Let's
yeah,
play.
show some love. Is Peter going to upload the videos that we did together on his channel? He uploaded one, and it was basically a mashup of the last, I think, 5 holes that we had, and I accidentally formatted the memory card with like the finishing 3 or 4 holes, so that was totally my bad. It was actually the first time it's ever happened, and of course it was with Peter. But he does have a video up in his channel. If you search for it, I think he has Santa Luz Club Golfholics or something like that in the title. So if you guys haven't seen the finish with with that collaboration, go to his channel and you should be able to find it there. Your signal is gone. We're breaking up. Okay, let's see what we can do to fix that. Signal's brutal. It's not bad, it's our internet. we ever golfed in Scotland? If not, would we like to? We'd love to.
Yeah, that's definitely, we were thinking it was going to be our 50-year trip, but we'd like to do it probably before then, and definitely play some good golf courses. You know, obviously visit with Peter and hopefully Rick Shields too, and you know, have a fun time, you know, gambling with them. So yeah, definitely on our to-do list. Maybe next year for sure.
Can we do some more drone shots of our approach shots 100 yards and in on the course? We might be able to. It's kind of tough because some of the courses, a lot of the private courses that we play at, they don't really like drones out there. Even the cameras, they don't, you know, they're not really fond of that kind of stuff. People want their privacy. So I think at some of the public courses, we could probably do some more drone work and try to get some shots. But I think you guys are going to really like the new zoom lens and being able to see some of the approaches. And we're getting really good at cranking that thing around and zooming in there.
You got to use some finesse though. It's
do.
like you're holding the gimbal and then you're rotating, but you can't rotate too hard because then it'll like
It goes
readjust.
crazy.
So we're getting better.
Yeah, but let us know what you guys think about the zoom shots because I think those will help you see where we're hitting the ball without us, you know, walking up to the green and showing you. So
Yeah, so Pebble was our first time doing it. It wasn't the greatest. It was okay. And then Spyglass got better. It was pretty good, we think. And then
Today was solid.
Today was really solid.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what you guys think about the zoom and all the different camera work we've been doing.
how do you put backspin on the ball to prevent it from running off the green? I mean, it all comes down to hitting down on the ball. Your lie is very important too. So if you're coming out of the rough, it's usually a lot harder to put more backspin on it. But for me, I just try to hit down on that ball and clip the ball as cleanly as I can when I'm making contact. So I try not to get any grass between the ball and my club when I'm making contact. So it just takes some practice, and but it's you know, it's a shot that I think anyone can execute.
Yeah, you know, that's not the most important thing, so don't worry about that. I don't get a lot of backspin with my iron play. You know, some of my wedges, you know, a little bit, but I try and control my spin. You know, on
Yeah.
greens like today, you know, if you have too much spin, you're off the green,
Yeah.
you know, so, you know, don't worry about spinning it backwards. Just worry about, you know, what you're comfortable playing with. You know, just make sure you hit the ball first and, you know, hit it solid.
Yeah, and the type of ball that you play too will have a pretty big impact on that. So if you guys are playing really soft, you know, golf balls, you could typically put more spin on it. You want to get a shot at it?
Yeah, in a minute.
Loma Santa Fe Executive Course is always very fun to play in San Diego area. I haven't played out there in a while. Have you played out?
You know, I haven't played the par 3 course. The regular country club one, I'm not a huge fan of. I think some of the holes are kind of, I don't know, rinky-dink, I guess. You know, there's power lines out there. Just, I don't know, that course doesn't suit my eye very well. But the executive course I did here was sweet.
When you track stats, is a putt off the green a putt or a stroke? It's a stroke.
Yeah, it's just a stroke.
Yeah.
Doesn't count as a putt. It's like you're chipping.
Are grips important? Was just told mine are terrible. Have used the same grip for 12 years or so.
You know, keep them clean. You know, I don't know how long you've had them for, but
12 years.
12 years, yeah, new grips. For sure, definitely. I was going to say at least, you know, every 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, swap them out, clean them, you know, wash them down. But 12 years.
Any tips for to help stop hitting the ball off the toe?
Maybe stand a half inch closer. That's it. You know, small adjustments. Don't make big ones.
It's funny, I was having that same issue, and one of the things that I did a Google search for it, and they said basically to to like put a tee a little bit further of where you're trying to hit the club head and try to swing at that tee, or basically put a ball in front of your club and then put a tee like another inch past your club head and try to swing at the tee, and it kind of forces you to kind of extend your hands out a little bit more, and you know, it actually helped out a little bit. So do a Google search, find that same article.
I don't know anything about that.
So the live stream is buffering a lot. You want to pause it and try to go to our hotspot and see if we can fix the stream, because it looks like we're having some issues. Can you guys just let us know right now in the comments if the stream is really bad, and if it is, we'll try another setup. So just hit us in the comments. It's okay right now. The stream is fine. Okay. So it looks like it's working. It's good. Okay. Okay, so we'll just go back to the questions. Let me know if it gets really bad in the comments, and then we have a hotspot, and I'll just fire that thing up and see if we can fix it. So what are our professions? This guy owns a limo company. I own an online media company, and the YouTube stuff is part-time, but we're really passionate about it, obviously, so we're putting a lot of time and effort into it. What are some tips for high handicap people or juniors? What are you laughing about?
Sorry, I just got a funny text from Justin.
Are we supposed to be going somewhere?
No. What was the question? Sorry. I'm sorry, I got distracted.
This freaking guy.
I'm doing my best.
Any tips for high handicappers or juniors?
Practice. More and more reps. You know, get with a local pro. You know, get a couple good tips, or jump online, follow Peter Finch or Rick Shields. I think those guys are awesome at explaining, you know, putting. I watch Rick Shields 3 different types of, you know, putting, and I loved it. He explained it perfectly, and he didn't go in too much detail. He did the regular grip, the cross-handed grip, and then also the pencil, and he broke it down perfectly. So if you have any putting issues, go watch that video, and I think you'll be fixed.
Pedro says we look exhausted.
We are exhausted.
Keep up the great work.
We got up at like 4:30 this morning.
Oh,
we did some drone shots out at you know, Pebble Beach and Spyglass, and then we drove, you know, an hour and 40 minutes to Pasatiempo. Played Pasatiempo, and then we drove.
Did some more drone shots.
Did some more drone shots. Then we drove to, you know, San Francisco, and now we're a little bit beat.
It's been nonstop. We didn't get the drone shots the first 2 days we were out there, and we were like, oh my gosh, we're leaving tomorrow. So we had to go do it first thing in the morning. So Pebble's gonna look a little bit dark, just so you guys know, because we got it at sunrise. You all have a wife? I have a wife. I'm married, and I have a 2-year-old son, so they're hanging out at home. My wife's awesome. Her name's Ashley, and she's very supportive of this channel and everything that that we're doing. It gives me the free time to be able to do this. So, honey, I love you if you're watching this.
Once again, thank you, Ashley. I'm single, living the dream, traveling. You know, pretty much just, yeah, loving life.
Merch, question mark, merchandise? What does that mean? We do have hats for sale. If you guys don't know, it's shop.golfholics.com. But if you guys want to see polo shirts or any other kind of merchandise, more hats or ball markers or I don't know what, let us know in the comments once this video is published, and we'll see what, you know, what the consensus is, and maybe we'll pick the next item together. Have you guys ever been to Houston? I have not.
I have not either. I don't think I've ever been in Texas.
Yeah, neither have I.
We'd love to, though.
Go to sleep. No, we got actually dinner plans
Yeah.
pretty soon, and then I don't know what we're getting into tonight, but if there was a putting green, then we'd be out there.
Oh, definitely. That's pretty much our favorite.
Tips to go from a 4.5 handicap to scratch.
You know, for me, just try and miss in the right places. Or for you, you know, it might be, you know, pick the right club at the right time. You know, miss below the hole. You know, don't go over the tree. Chip out. You know, try and work on your wedge game.
I think just kind of looking at...
1714.
I think just looking at what part of your game is the part that's, you know, contributing to those bigger numbers, more strokes. Like for me, it was my putting. So I literally went from shooting, you know, mid 80s to low 80s, high 70s just by working on the putting. And even though I'm still struggling with it, you know, I had a couple rounds where the putting made all the difference in the world. So just kind of identifying what part of your game needs work, and then working on it.
Yeah, chipping and putting, really.
Yeah.
That's where you'll get better. You know, be a wizard around the greens, and just, you know, just have fun. Go out there and practice with your friend and play a little bit. You know, some money games, and I guarantee you'll get better.
Have we ever been to Augusta or been to the Masters?
No, love to though.
Yeah.
So anybody out there, if you got the hookup, let us know. We'd love to come visit and play. And we got some family friends out in Augusta too. They're members out at the Peachtree, so
Yeah.
if we do go out there, we'll definitely go and vlog the Peachtree for sure.
Were the greens at Pebble small? They were tiny.
So tiny. I think we only hit a few.
Yeah, I mean,
So we were scrambling all day.
yeah, I think the last three courses all three of the courses that we played on this trip, the greens have been just so small. I mean, at Spyglass, I felt like there was one where you can just kind of put your arms out and touch both sides. That's how small it was.
It looked like it was 15 feet wide, but
Yeah.
like 45 feet long, maybe 50 feet long, and yeah, it was hilly, and it just had all kinds of undulations. It was awesome.
Yeah. Justin's in the room watching. It was a beatdown today, but it was worth it.
Sure was.
What's up, JC? See you at dinner.
Yeah, we'll see you in a little bit.
Pick out a good bottle of wine.
Yeah, who's buying that one?
Who has better hair? I don't know. You guys tell us.
Marco does for sure. He's younger. He's got nicer, you know.
Yeah. How's it look? Go to Pinehurst. Been talking about that one.
Sean over at Golf Trip Junkies. You know, hopefully you can hook it up. He's done such a great job. I want to say a quick thank you to him. He ended up hooking us up with like a $50 credit out at Pebble Beach, which totally was, you know, not necessary, but definitely grateful for it. And then he hooked us up with an awesome memento over at Pasatiempo. Got us a towel. Customer service is an A+, 10 out of 10. So if you guys are planning any trips to, you know, Scotland, Ireland, anything in America, and I think he even does Canada, and even, I want to say Portugal. So any golf trips, definitely hit him up. Sean over at Golf Trip Junkies. Thanks again.
GolfTripJunkies.com.
Yeah.
Website.
Yeah, Sean is the man. Super responsive. Customer service is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
that guy totally did not have to do any of that, but, you know, he wanted to see how our trip was. He was involved.
He's texting with these guys, checking in with them, making sure everything's good. I mean, it's...
Customer service is awesome.
Above and beyond. So.
Yeah, and small business owners like ourselves, we appreciate that more than anything, so he's definitely like one of the boys now.
Yeah, for sure. Any plans to play Bandon Dunes?
You know, we thought about it, but unfortunately we need a golf cart with all of our golf gear.
Yeah.
So we can't like just carry it around out there. We're running and we're carrying it enough as it is. There's no way we could do it without a cart.
Yeah, there's just way too much equipment now at the level it's gotten.
That was the trip that I wanted to do for my 40th birthday, but when I heard there was no carts out there, it kind of just spoiled it because the golf courses look so amazing and we so want to go out there, but without golf carts, you know, we can't do it.
Who got the beat down today? Your mom asks.
What's up, Mom? Love you. I want to say Justin kind of got the beat down a little bit. He got hammered out there, and a few of those bunkers were just, you know, pretty much devastating. So, yeah, he still played pretty good. I think he shot like 81. So, you know, for the most part, everybody played well.
Yeah, everyone hit the like button. I don't know who said that, but that's a good idea.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Everybody hit the like button. Leave a comment, give us some love.
Do I wish I was a righty, or do I like being... sometimes I wish I was a righty so I can try out his clubs, his brother's clubs, and just like tinker around since I like tinkering. But yeah, being a lefty is cool. I putt right-handed, so I feel like I get a little bit of that world. So at least with putters, we can tinker around. But yeah, haven't really thought about it.
Let us know if you can hear the music in the background, by the way. We're not sure if it's loud enough or too loud.
What ball are we currently playing with?
TaylorMade TP5. Love it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much committed to that golf ball until they come out with something better, but that golf ball's sweet.
Yeah, same here. I've been playing either the 5 or the 5X. I haven't really noticed a difference, so it's been kind of whatever I pull out of the bag, but I've kind of retired the Snells. I still have some of those, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit more distance with the TP5s. Maybe it's the new driver. Actually, it's probably the new driver, but yeah, they've been great.
Yeah,
and cheaper than the Pro V1s.
Yeah, definitely cheaper and way more durable, I think. And I watched the video on Rick Shields' comparison to the 5 to the 5X, and he did a great job explaining all the differences. Seems like the X goes a little bit further, and the 5 spins a little bit more. I'm sorry, the 5X goes a little further, the 5 spins a little bit more, but for me, I need a little bit more spin, so I think I like the 5 a tiny bit better.
Someone said winner gets lasagna from Mike's mom.
Oh, really? Winner for which match? Or overall 4 days?
Will we be selling hats in any other sizes? Yes, we will. I think the small mediums have already arrived, but since I haven't been back home, I haven't been able to update the store yet. So as soon as I get back, hopefully those will have arrived, and I'll update the store, and then you guys can order some of the smaller sizes. We also have a navy blue version of these hats coming.
Can't wait.
Yeah, so that one looks pretty awesome. So that should be here in another week or two.
For sure.
And we were thinking about adding floppies, because this guy likes to wear floppies. He hasn't done it on the channel in a while, but we can get like a branded floppy hat. Those are awesome for the summer, especially in SoCal. So
yeah, for the desert, that'd be kind of sweet.
Yeah. Okay. I'll order some up. We'll get some for the desert.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments if you guys would want to buy these floppies. If not, I'll just get a small number of quantities. But if a lot of people want them, we'll make it happen. Speak any languages other than English? I speak a little bit of Serbian, so ciao, kako si. I was born in Belgrade, Serbia, actually, and came to the U.S. when I was 7. So my mom and dad both speak Serbian to my brother and I, and then we respond in English. But I can speak it and write it a little bit.
I speak no other language. I took Spanish in college a little bit, but that's about it.
97 yards, tucked pin. What's your shot?
60 degrees, for sure. I'll land at probably 95, and it'll run out a little bit, and it's perfect.
For me, it's a choke down 56. My sand wedge with a little buttery cut in there. Are we going to be doing any golf videos like what me and my golf do? If you're talking about instructional videos, then we won't be doing that. That's not really our niche, and there's already people out there that are doing it, I think, well enough. Plus, for us, it's the reason that these course vlogs are so great is because we really enjoy it. We love being out there and talking through the holes and explaining some of the shots, and it's a lot of fun for us. I think the instructional side of things, from my personal experience, or not experience, but just my perspective, I think it's a little bit more boring. Yeah, so I'm not an instructor. I don't think I can convey it any better than the guys that are doing it, so I don't really have any interest in doing that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
What's up? You want to share? Someone shoot you text over?
Yeah, Sean from Golf Trip
okay.
Junkie just sent me a funny text, so that's awesome. Love it. Keep them coming. Is the stream down or still going?
I think it's still working. There's
Okay.
questions still coming in. Marco, are you left-handed just for golf or everything? I'm left-handed for everything. So I write left-handed and throw a ball left-handed and all that fun stuff.
He's a great ping pong player too.
Yeah,
by the way.
I'll tear this guy up on the ping pong table.
Not too many people beat me
take a
at ping
Pinsky
pong,
right
but
off of him.
he is definitely a better ping pong player than I am. He's got this top spin on it. It's just amazing. Slams it on me all the time. Loves it too.
It's been a while since we played some ping pong.
I know. But
That'd be a fun live stream. Take the camera to the office.
Watch everyone, or watch.
we could
beat me
play
down
some
in
bets.
front of everyone.
Hey, I'll give you some pops.
Yeah, give me 5 points.
To 21.
Yeah.
Best out of 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Maybe
down.
do that for lunch or something.
Down.
Okay.
Done.
Done.
Do most courses favor right to left golfers?
I don't think so.
No.
From my experience, because I'm, right to left, so, I think most courses set up for, at least in Southern California, left to right play. And for my brother, he hits this high, soft fade that, I would gladly, pay $10,000 for, and a shot that I just, can't do. Justin plays a high draw, so I play kind of a low draw. I think Brian can shoot lower rounds on tighter pins to the right where I can't even go at it. I got to go middle left of the green every single time. So unfortunately when the pin is left, my brother can still hit that high fade. So yeah, I think it favors the left to right.
So John asks, as a lefty, do I find it harder to apply lessons and tips and techniques from coaches or interpret that information? I mean, it's definitely a challenge when they're talking about, leaning into your right side and doing this with your left shoulder and blah, blah, blah. You have to do that conversion in your head. But then again, I don't really watch a lot of videos on tips or anything like that. I go out there and I try to work on my own game, and I know the fundamentals that I need to do. Start with good grip, alignment, keeping your body and your head still, not leaning too far back or forward. I just try to do those things well and always just focus on a smooth takeaway and good tempo. And I feel like whenever I have good tempo, I can get that ball in line, and the rest kind of works itself out. So that's really all I think about. I try not to get too technical with it. Even though I'm like an analytical numbers kind of person, with golf I try to just table that kind of thinking.
Yeah, this guy likes to calculate everything. So,
yeah.
But the real numbers are the smoother he swings, the further it goes.
Totally.
So,
yeah.
I think every time his tempo is really good, he hits it past me. So, and for me, I'm pretty simple. Basics: ball position, alignment, and then good tempo. Keep your head still, and make sure that you hit the ball first. And other than that, just swing within yourself.
So what's on the side of your hat sticking out like a flower?
It's a ribbon. This ribbon represents an important cause for us and in my family. My niece, who was 5 years old, she passed away from what is it called? Systemic idiopathic juvenile arthritis, and it's a disease that is not really well known. So I'm trying to create a little more awareness to it, and we're in the process of trying to get the foundation set up and everything. So once that is set up, then we can give you guys a little bit more information on it. But this is just a ribbon that represents Ella and Ella Strong.
Wine, beer, whiskey, or tequila? This guy doesn't drink, so water, or maybe an Arnold Palmer. I'll let you answer it.
Yeah, Arnold Palmer, iced tea, water. Those are pretty much my drinks. So
I personally don't really like beer. It kind of puts me to sleep. I mean, I'll drink it every now and then, but I think wine's great. It really depends on the mood. Not much of a whiskey drinker or tequila when I was younger. Yeah, but I really don't drink a lot, to be honest with you. It's I feel like it just slows my body down and it makes me feel bloated, and I kind of stay away from it. Plus, my dad used to be an alcoholic and had some issues there in the family that just kind of put a bad image in my mind. So it's just something that I never really did a lot of.
I'm starving, by the way. I think we got 10 minutes left.
Stream is iffy again. Oh man.
Just got a text from Justin. He said no later than 6:45, so we got 10 minutes. You got a JC?
Yeah, JC. We'll be
I'm
there.
starving too.
We'll be there when we're there.
We're eating at Scoma's, which is this like famous Italian restaurant. They got pictures of like all these famous people that come in and have dinner there, and it's all up on the walls, old school style Italian. I'm half Italian, and my mom loves that place, and she's all Italian. So if she loves it, we'll love it.
So, do you all keep up with fitness? If so, what do you do to keep in shape and stay strong?
Go ahead.
I don't really work out, to be totally honest with you guys. I go through these like phases where I get really into it, and then I get distracted and start doing other stuff. So what's really worked well for me in the past was actually P90X, which you guys have probably seen the infomercials and all that stuff. But I went through the whole program when I was getting married like 7 years ago, and just cut down, added a bunch of muscle, and it was awesome. And it's a lot of just using your own body weight. And I like the working out at home stuff just because of my schedule with family and whatnot. So it's nice. And now whenever I do work out, it's usually doing like P90X3, or I'll go and really do like yoga or something like that at the gym. And but yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't work out a lot.
For me, the last 2 years, I haven't worked out very much, probably about 10 times. Prior to that, 20 years of working out, yeah, I used to work out, 3, 4, 5 times a week, but the last 2 years, my schedule has just been super busy, and my company's kind of taken over my life a little bit, and, I coach golf and run a fundraising golf tournament during, the fall, so my schedule is definitely a little bit hectic and kind of neglected myself a little bit, but I'll get back into it soon.
U.S. Open qualifying? ?
No chance. My game's just not there. I don't feel very comfortable. I haven't had my A game for, God, it seems like 4 or 5 months, maybe even longer. At one point I thought maybe, but I don't have time to practice. I haven't hit a bucket of balls in, it seems like, a decade. We go to Santa Luz and hit some chip shots and stuff like that. We'll hit like 10 drivers and 10 7-irons and, but nothing crazy.
How do we meet? It was basically through the internet. Mike's limo company is looking for someone to do his search engine optimization, and did a Google search, and my one-man shop company popped up, and he found me. And we started working together. I started working on his SEO and trying to get him ranked for some key terms. And we started talking about golf, and figured out that we had a common interest and started playing together. And that was about 10 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much. It seemed like our circle was kind of closed, but I grew up here in San Diego, so there's only about 10 people we play golf with. And Marco was kind of like the new guy, and that was 10 years ago. Yeah. So. But yeah, Marco had a passion for it, and I love that he was so serious about getting better and improving, and he has, and it's been a fun journey with him for the last 10 years.
Sure has. How much do we practice?
Not enough.
Yeah, we play a lot more now that we're doing course logs, but we actually don't practice enough at all.
Yeah, we can only really get away 1 day a week, with our schedules, so. I'd like to practice more, to be honest. That's where you really improve, and that's when I get better, but I'm just kind of going off, it seems like I'm getting into more and more bad habits as we're just playing and not practicing, so, we should.
Yeah. Charles wanted me to let you know that he wrestled for 4 years in high school.
Nice, I knew I loved you, Charles. That is awesome, and I try to thank you. That's Charles Mallory, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I tried to thank you yesterday, but I think it was Charlie Yu. Thank you for your service. We appreciate all first responders and firemen and policemen. So yeah, thank you for your service.
What does golf need to grow?
I think it needs to be more fun. I think the golf industry is a little bit stuffy. It's a little bit too old school. It needs to be a little bit more new school. And I think we put a little pizzazz into the new school, and we want to create an environment that is encouraging for younger generation kids to go out there and have fun and enjoy and go out with a friend, and not have like all these rules and stipulations, and you got to wear a collared shirt and have it tucked in, and you can't do this, and you can't make any noise on the putting green, you can't get excited. So for me, I think they just need to have more Ricky Fowlers out there, and kids that look up to those type of young players, and Jordan Spieth, and kids that, they're not really kids, but that represent the game of golf in such a great way, like Jordan Spieth, real classy, and, Ricky Fowler is another favorite, player of mine, so, yeah, just have fun with it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. How long does it take to make a full vlog? Well, I mean, in addition to, playing around golf and filming out there, each video usually the first video takes about, I don't know, anywhere from 4 to 5 hours to edit. And once I get that intro done, which usually takes the longest time, the rest flows pretty easily, so the rest might take 3 hours per video. So Yeah, 5 hours for the first one, and then about 3 hours for the other 2 videos. So yeah, 11 hours to make a whole video, and then the uploading to YouTube and the thumbnails and all that stuff. I kind of try to do some of the prep work for that while I'm exporting the video, because that can take sometimes like 30 to 40 minutes, and then the uploading will take another 20 to 30 minutes. So I try to write the description and kind of edit the photo that's going to be used as a thumbnail while I'm doing that. So yeah, you got to really try to be efficient if you're going to make these videos. So yeah.
Marco is very efficient with everything he does. He figures it out.
Inefficiency drives me nuts.
Yeah, you can't stand it. So once he makes a mistake once, he adjusts, kind of, fixes it, and then never makes the same mistake again. And Marco's editing skills are top notch, guys, as you guys could tell.
Yeah, so guys, this is probably just a good life lesson, but if I'm trying to do something while I'm editing the video and I find myself, using the drop down and then scrolling down to apply like an effect, the first thing I do after doing that once is I try to figure out what the shortcut is. And usually you'll see the shortcut, it'll be right next to whatever that effect is called. It'll say, shift, F1 or something like that. And I try to learn those shortcuts. And I've been using Photoshop and Illustrator and all these tools for such a long time, and a lot of the shortcuts are all the same for all these programs. So once you learn them for one program, a lot of times you can apply them to another one, and it'll just save you so much time over the long run.
You explain that so well.
What do you need to do to go to D1 for golf? Go to school for D1 golf?
I think you got to shoot par. We just had CIF at Admiral Baker. Our 2-day total to make it to regionals for the top 12 kids in San Diego was -1. So I think all those kids that's over 36 holes. And the course wasn't easy. There was 20-mile-an-hour winds out there, so definitely par or better.
Justin's like, love the live chat, but dinner in 5.
We know. We already gave him a 10-minute warning. Take it easy.
We'll be there, Justin.
All right.
Pump the brake.
And if we're 5 minutes late, they can wait.
Gene said Golf Trip Junkies needs to set up a trip for you and all your fans. That'd be epic.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Eventually once we, grow a little bit more.
Do a tournament.
Yeah, we can maybe do like a giveaway or something along those lines where we get two of our, favorite people and play some golf and we meet them somewhere. It'd be fun.
Thoughts on the DJI Osmo camera for golf logging? The Osmo, is that a camera or is that the gimbal? I'm trying to remember. If it is the all-in-one gimbal, I've never used it. But I love DJI products. I've been, playing around with their drones since the original Phantom 1, and that company has come such a far way. And it seems like they're innovating and coming out with new updates all the time to try to stay ahead of the curve. So I love DJI, and they make great products. So I would test it out. Go and see if you can demo that camera or that gimbal before you actually buy it. B&H is a really good place to buy some of your video equipment because they'll give you like a 30-day return. They have a 30-day return policy where you can just send it back. So that's where I buy all my camera stuff. And I actually bought a couple lenses for these new cameras that I just didn't like the way they looked. Some of them were a little too fuzzy looking. So I'm sending those back and getting my money back. So check out B&H, and they have good stuff there, including DJI products. Have you seen Allison Lee from UCLA? I've seen her on Instagram, and
I don't know who she is.
Actually, no, she's on the LPGA tour, I believe.
How old is she?
I think she plays PXG.
Oh, she does?
I don't know.
She just graduate, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe she did. I don't know.
I don't know
I
who
might
she
be
is.
thinking of someone else.
But yeah.
What's her handicap? He's like a 1.5-ish. I'm right around a 5.5 right now. Play with Carl Bips in SD. I actually reached out to Carl's dad, and his dad got back to me, and he just said he's trying to go pro. He's kind of focusing on his game and not doing any kind of course vlogs or collaborations right now. So kind of got shut down, but love what Carl's doing. I mean, his dad has been putting so much work into creating these videos and kind of showcasing his game and his progression, and I think that kid absolutely has the game to make it pro. He's won so many tournaments And being so young, he's got a very bright future ahead. How much time we got?
Okay, last 2 questions.
Golfholics Invitational. Boom, that's a great idea.
That is a great idea. Nice. Who thought of that?
That was Big Chemo.
Big Chemo, nice.
Chemo. Favorite golf movie?
God, I love Tin Cup. Happy Gilmore too. Such a classic.
I love that everyone saw us go to dinner. We just want to hang out with you guys.
I know.
We really enjoyed these. I mean, we just did one 3 days in a row. And Mike's like all giddy about it. He's like, let's just do one tomorrow. Let's do one tomorrow.
Well, it's good updates.
But it's awesome.
Because people keep asking us the same question, and I think this will help with, your righty-lefty situation.
All right. We're going to give you guys 30 seconds. Fire off your best question. We'll just pick one right now. And let's end it on a high note. So, let's go. And make sure you guys subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Yeah, hit a thumbs up too, please.
Mike, you should pick it. Because I feel like I'm hogging the questions.
Live stream at dinner? That's a good one. No, should we?
No, we can't logistically.
Yeah, it's too
we'd
tough
have to carry the laptop.
Yeah, we're carrying all this equipment. It would be too much, but we appreciate the love.
But I did have an idea for live stream. It would be quite the setup, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. So we could do a wireless live stream where we have like a hub set up next to a computer in the clubhouse. And we can attach a module to the camera where we can actually take the camera on the golf course with us and live stream it. Someone would have to be on the computer like making sure everything's working, but we can actually like go on the golf course and play with the camera and do it live. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. I still need to look into how to do it, but it's definitely possible. So that might be pretty. I think we'd be the first guys to do that with on the golf, out of the golf community.
So from Kate, she said, what's the favorite moment on the golf course? God, that's a tough one. For me, Spyglass on that par 3 was, when we were on the ledge overlooking the water, the homes, the embankment. Like, it was just, the waves were crashing. I'm going to say that moment with all my boys, up on the tee box. We got a little selfie there. So, yeah, definitely probably that moment for me.
All right, before Justin gets crazy with us, we better get out of here. He's
Right,
going to come knocking. He's going to come knock that door down.
So if you guys like that, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So.
All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for spending the evening with us, and probably see you tomorrow. We can do another one tomorrow?
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right.
Let's do it.
Between like 5:45 and 6:45. We'll let you guys know. We'll probably shoot it on this video, so leave it in the comments on Q&A 3, and we'll let you guys know, but approximately that time.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
Have a good night.